Hey there, Goth Eggman, coming at you. All right, as I was saying, we got the eviction notice. What Goth Eggman's gonna do, and let me tell everybody. That way, it's posted out there, even for the court to know. Goth Eggman doesn't have any money. He's had it all taken. Every time he gets money, something dramatic, tragic. I mean, I had that gold, it got stolen. I got all my accounts and everything, and everything's gone there. I had that deal with the reptile show, and the trailer park didn't get me the parts, and they've ignored me for another month. No parts. After we got it posted, and they said they would pay it. I've got a contract of them saying that they'll pay it. I've got a contract of them saying that they'll forgive the back rent for that. I'm going to hold them to that. I'm going to mediate all that, and I'm going to post all my mediation and let everybody know what's going on. And I'm going to tell everybody right now what my plan is. I don't plan to give them any money. I don't have any money, and I'm not worried about them right now. I'm worried about Goth Eggman and Goth Eggman's future. And, well, to tell you what my future is, my future plans are, I don't know where to go. Closest places I'm thinking that will meet my minimum requirements to take care of me and has the things that I need in a town close enough is going to be Medford. And they've got 2 auction houses. They have a drag strip. They have 2 flea markets. So, yeah, that's pretty basic a minimum to get me to survive, because where you guys see or where I hear ignorance in getting a slave job, I've tried those very few, and I'll tell people straight up, don't like them. Very, very bad employee. You tell me what to do, it's the first thing I'm not going to do. If you ask me to be dedicated and die hard to your purpose and make you money, and I'm not making money and I'm working harder for you, I don't do that. And I'll be quite honest. If when I get my new wife and I have my new children and my wife tells me, go do this and take care of the kids, and if I have a day-to-day job, you better believe you can tell me what you want. It'll just be a paycheck, and I'll still have a side hustle. And you know, I'll pretty much, I mean, I've done it my whole life. Do what I want to do. I've always been the boss. So I'm not going to do that route. Not even going to entertain it. This is what Goth Eggman's going to do. He's been raised since he can remember and taught that it takes money to be money, and you'll only have money if you're the boss. Everybody else, they can follow you and get less money than you. And so, and I've lived my whole life that way. I mean, right out of school, CJ Construction Company. I think after graduation, me and my business partner, I think graduation, maybe 2 weeks before I filed for an EIN and set that business afloat. Sold pretty much everything I had to get that. Well, guess what? This right here, this is my business. Everybody's like, well, why don't you sell your Cadillac? Because that Cadillac's my business. And it's worth more in a month to month and a year to year, me owning it than selling it. And it's worth $5,000, and I tried selling it over the winter, and in Klamath Falls, Oregon, they lowball, low dollar paying. When you got something to sell, they want to get it as cheap as possible. I don't blame them at all, but I want as much as possible. And I was getting redonkulous. I had one idiot. I was desperate. I was like, I'll take 1,500. I asked 5,000. And this fool comes back with me. I'll give you 500. Get gone. I'm sorry. Look on eBay. The intake, a cast iron 472 intake, will sell at scrap for more than what he offered. It'll sell for 500, between 500 and 550 for just the intake off that car. All right, if I was going to do that cheap little trash route, I'd have it in pieces and parts left and right sold on it. But follow me on this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep making content with it. The more money I make, I'm going to put into that car. Right? I'm going to, first off, get her looking a little better. And then, freshen up the paint. I got her from the barn find and got her running. We had her in storage. We got her going. Now we got to get it to where it's going to be reliable running. It's set for a quarter of a millennium. It was parked in January of 1999. And until I got it. And I had it for 3 months before the tragedy with the farm happened. And it was harvest season, so I didn't have very much time to deal with it. I knew it ran. I put some Sta-Bil in the fuel tank and put it in storage, and it came out almost 8 years later. And then it got put on the trailer, and then I started working on it. But let's do some for instance math, just hypothetical numbers. All right. Well, let's say I take $1,000. After posting content of her for more and more, and she's getting a little bit people following, because people will follow a Cadillac, and they will follow a Torque Monster Survivor car, numbers matching, because I know if I'll follow those people and check that car out and see how it's progressing from dormant. And the thing about it is Danielle has set dormant for a quarter of a millennium. She runs like a beast, and she has over 600,000 miles on that Torque Monster. And I'll pop my compression gauge out and let some upcoming content and let you see just exactly how strong that motor is, and you got compression for days, right? And all she had to do, I haven't even changed the coil yet. It's still got a crusty, dusty, rusty AC Delco coil on there that looks like, I don't know, was put on there back when Nixon was still president. I mean, they're still firing. It's still firing like a champ, but it's, I mean, that says a lot for the AC Delco. I mean, it's antique, certifiably antique, and it's still firing. But that's not what I want. We're going to fix that, update that, put in either an MSD or a Mallory or something, a Chrome or something with more voltage because it needs more life. Then it's got that Quadrajet on there. Quadrajet. What did we call those way back in the day? Oh yeah, Quadrajunk. At bare minimum, it needs a Holly rebuild update kit where they kind of took the junk out of the jet and put the jet back into the carburetor. But more than likely, I really want to put a sniper on it and switch her over to an EFI and give her a brain. That way I can give her turbo. But that's going to be a process, get everybody to follow me doing that. But back to how she's going to make me money. Simple, easy ways to make me money. We take the whole logic that I've been taught my whole life, and I've lived my life by, and I know everybody has done it. It takes money to make money. I scrimp, save, and borrow, and steal, whatever it takes. Take a stack, $1,000. Get 2, maybe 3 different t-shirt designs. Get a small run of the popular sizes. Large, extra large, medium. I don't know, a small amount of mediums. But, focus on your large, extra large, 1 and 2Xs and 3Xs. In t-shirts. I know they're a couple dollars more. And they're usually, to have one between a custom nice t-shirt made is usually around $7, but just for stupid math, let's back her down to $5 just to make this simple. We take that $1,000 and we get some t-shirts. Let's say, make it pretty simple. 2 designs and 4 sizes. That's eight different SKU cards. So we run 8 SKUs. And we take those and we pay $5 a piece. And we list them for $25 a piece. So each and every $5 I spend on that, I sell that and make $20. And I post those t-shirts everywhere. Y'all buy it. And so all of a sudden, let's take her up real quick, get some math. The old calculator, just so y'all see it. And so, you got $1,000, and you buy your inventory off that. And those are, so you sell it. I spent 1,000 and I made 5 times as much. And I made $5,000 and 4,000 of it's profit. You see what I'm saying? And I did that once. And all of a sudden, she's not going to get unpopular because everybody, including myself, don't believe me. How many wrecked hot rods have you watched crawl up and be built and played with? The big deal is I want to play with her as being built. Building her is not the end-all, be-all of what's going on with this biatch. She's not going to be shiny, perfect, nut and bolt restore. No, I'm not doing one of those this time. We're going to the track with her. And we got her running. We get that fluid levels and get her to where we know she will not puke by the end of the run. She's going to get fresh oil. We got fresh plugs in her. We're going to grease down all the zerks and get every bearing lubricated. We're going to make sure that every fluid has been changed. We're going to make sure we got good brake pads. All well and good to get down to the end of the track, but I want to stop and do it all over again the next day. We're going to get it to where it's can get a good base number, a solid number, put her down completely OEM with a few minor upgrades. The bargain man said couldn't pass up a deal. And I went to O'Reilly's and they had this $200 set of MSD build it yourself 7mm spark plugs that were a return box damage back on the shelf, and I think I paid $53 for it with whatever it was marked down. Yes, please. Bargain. Upgrade. Hell to the yeah. So that's $250 set of plugs for $50. Better believe God, that man jumped all over that. That's yacht. But his pretty much OEM stock. I'm leaving the weight of the AC. I'm debating in my head to take the AC unit out and put it in the trunk and all that, and have my first run, and then go right back to the pits. If it's hot, put some fans on it, put some ice her down, whatever it is. If she's ready to do a hot lap, we get right back in line and take all that weight out of the trunk and get a weight reduction lap time slip. That way we have 2 slips to make content with and to have comparison numbers to see because that AC unit is heavy and it's old school. Oh my, still has the giant evaporator on it. Okay, and the coils, it's got a coils in the front, an AC condenser coil, poof, poof, huge beast, big old coil, and we'll shed all that weight, and if I can get her off of there in this process before then, Matt, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure that's and uh, gonna set that up and get those going, and you know, eventually that content's gonna get monetized, and y'all gonna watch it because it's gonna be some good stuff, and we're gonna put that content out. And you see how so all of a sudden, by just throwing $1,000 at it in its current condition, its Kelly Blue Book value is $5,000. Well, I've already made the Kelly Blue Book value on that car by just throwing $1,000 at it. All right, step 2. We get parts for it. We get put it on Danielle, and we make sure to make content of it. All right. Let's just say, just for shits and giggles, Goth Eggman's already did his t-shirt run, made his $5,000 that he would have maximally made off the car, what it's completely worth, by just throwing $1,000 at it. Got that money already back and still own the car. All right, still making content with it. Didn't sell it, made the $5,000. All right, so we're back in profit by still owning it. We're still making content. Well, I drive that thing around. I go to here, I go to there. Goth Eggman's single. Goth Eggman right now, he has decided he don't care. He's got an online person that he has decided that he wants. So that means currently in the United States, because this woman's in Hong Kong, so I can say currently in the United States, I have absolutely nobody that I have promised myself to. But she will be here in August. So that gives me the summer to get these numbers and everything all going. So you see how I've got made more money, you know, and well, I can do tacky little things. I can get a 3D printer mold of her, turn around, make keychains of Danielle, make stickers of her. Because guess what? Y'all can have the 2024 sticker of Danielle, and by the time we get to 2030, that car ain't gonna look the same, because she's still got that worn out, rusted, crusted white. She ain't even got a top on her. She's still raw. Y'all get those first stickers, and you know, they're gonna be collector's items. Y'all get those first models, first t-shirts. It's gonna be some old school collector's items soon. Because I'll tell you what. let's give for example, one of my YouTubers that is I'm a complete fan of, love his channel, haven't missed it for years. I'm talking years. I watched this dude from the days that he had it fall around on 1320 video to the day that, you know, he got the Freedom Factory and now his airport. That's right. You know, go please McFarlane. You watch his videos. What do you think? You think he let loose of the bald eagle machine? You know, I can't believe he got rid of the galaxy, but I can see why, because it was a 7-3 galaxy. But, you know, do you think you'll ever see him parting with Leroy the Savage? You think he's going to take $5,000 for Ruby? No. Do you think that he's taking that $5,000 Corvette, thrown $100,000 at it, and made $1 million off merchandise? And you think that's just one example. I mean, seriously, how many cars a million you got in her? Let's go with another Hoosier, because that woman's got style. That woman's got class. Don't believe her? Have her lift her ass and lift those doors up in that garage. Boom. Tell you what, that girl's got some style when it comes to cars. Got some skills too. And she got balls. My pretty little thing. But I tell you what, I'd fear that woman on the track any day. Please believe, though, she say something to me about driving, I got my notebook out. But that woman got some skills. So, mad props to y'all. See what I'm saying? I can turn around and turn that car into a residual income. Okay, follow me along. My plans are to go to Hong Kong this fall. I throw that car in a shipping container. I'll put that beast, which is the size of an apartment, on the roads in Hong Kong. You think she draws a crowd when I take her out on the streets now? They don't see that over there. Hey, so I post on their local channels. I've got this drop dead gorgeous and intelligent. Oh my God. Not only is she gorgeous, but she is a smart woman. I love. Gorgeous and dumb. They're good with ass up, bottom down. Gorgeous and intelligent. Wifey them up, tap them every night, make sure that they're happy. And yeah, please believe, I get my hands on this woman, Daddy's gonna take care of you. Oh yeah, I know exactly what a good woman looks like. So, which brings me back to Danielle. I know exactly what a good woman looks like. She's a freaking time capsule. Transmission week is dookie. Who cares? There are some masters that build transmissions. And just because it's like I said, a old school long tail funky shape. Who cares? I'm from the hot rod community and the rat rod community and the racing community. I'm not a purist. I'm telling you, that's a big block GM motor. And I will treat it like a big block GM motor and slap either a 400 turbo behind it, or if it just, oh, Daddy loves his 2-speed power glide, but my God, he hates driving them on the highway. But he will go bang, bang, and get it down the track. And so, he'll either get a 400 or a 2-speed power glide because the bell housing matches. I don't care if the dry shaft doesn't match. That don't mean a shit to me. Big deal. I got the yoke, and I got the yoke. All I gotta do is say, dry shaft shop, money, money, fling. And you know what they say? Thank you, sir. Here is the correct size dry shaft. Enjoy your ride. Because they got skills, and they know what to do. It's just a matter of making the right part. And then guess what? If my transmission mount doesn't fit, my cross member doesn't fit, I don't care. I've got a drill. I'll make new holes. Who cares if the factory holes don't work anymore? I don't. Boom, fix that problem. Next. All right. So, you see how that's going to progress, and how she can make me money by just owning her. Because it is what it is. She is a beautiful time capsule. I'm not too much into the big old heavy sleds like that, but she is big pimping. And I'm telling you, she's big pimping. That beast is a heavy Chevy. But she's got that big block torque monster in her. And it's got over 600,000 miles. And I've crawled up under there. And them sons of bitchin' numbers match. So, I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to make money with it. And I'm going to post it, and guess what? The United States of America government's going to do for me come tax season. By just owning it and making it a part of my career and job. See what I did there? Got that job word worked in there for y'all. Y'all who keep saying get a job. I got a job. It's being Goth Eggman. So, they will say, you posted content with that car, and that car was part of your business. You, like all the other content creators that know this, know that by you gonna get your money back. Good portion of it. Because guess what? You know the secret sauce. That's it. Don't sell what can make you money. If it's something odd and cool, because how many of y'all out there burning it down, playing with that car, Did you know just by posting that about that, you having fun? Oh, y'all, light those tires up, do a burnout, post it, buy new tires, keep that receipt. Uncle Sam's gonna pay you for those tires. You see what I'm saying? That's part of my job. That is a tax deductible business asset. It is no longer just a car. It is a tax deductible business asset. See what I did there? So that's what we're gonna do with Goth Eggmans with Danielle. All right, this video is running long.